Okay, thanks so much for chatting with me. I appreciate it. I know you're super busy, so.
No, of course. Thank you.
So, first off, congrats on season 2. Super, super
Thank
exciting.
you.
Love it. First off, I had a question about just your age. You're acting on a show that takes place in the 1990s, and that's
Yeah.
before you were born, right?
Yes.
So, what's that like?
It's really fun. Like, I really like it because it's like I was born in 2001, so it's like it's not that much ahead
No.
of when I was born. So it's really cool to see like how much of like the change was like from the show, like what that like time era is to when like 2001 is. So it's like it's really cool like seeing like how quick it changed.
Totally.
So I really like it.
Totally.
Yeah, it's really fun.
Was there any kind of fashion trends or music that through the show
Yeah.
that you're into
Oh my
now?
gosh. Yeah. The fashion in the show is like it's crazy. It's like totally different from like fashion that I wear now.
Yeah.
Or, and definitely the music. Like on the show, the music is insane. Like the hip hop music.
Right.
It's really cool.
Awesome. So what is your favorite thing so far about working on the show right now? It seems like the whole cast gets along really well, meshes really well together.
Yeah. My favorite show. My favorite. Wait, what was the question?
Just your favorite thing about working on the show so far.
Oh, favorite thing. Definitely just like seeing like my cast all the time.
Yeah.
I love my cast. It's such like a fun group of people to be around all the time, and yeah, like the age differences are like really like we're not all the same age.
Yeah.
So it's really fun all just like seeing each other and talking and just, having a really awesome cast is really fun.
Cool. So I know I've read some of your other interviews, and I know that certainly you're not like Nicole, and she might not be like you a whole ton, but if you could think of a way that maybe you're like her, she's like you, have you thought about that before?
I definitely have thought about that before. Nicole is very, like, confident. She's very confident in herself, and I'm very confident in myself. But she has a little bit of more of a spark than I do. A lot of, I don't know. She's very rebellious, and I don't know if I'm so rebellious yet.
Right.
But she's very outgoing, and I'm very outgoing.
Yeah.
So
cool.
Those types of things. But I also love being sort of the opposite of my character, so I can like bring it to life.
Right, of course. What about if you could describe her in 3 words? How would you describe her?
3 words to describe Nicole. Rebellious, definitely.
Okay.
She's very rebellious. Confident, and I don't know, rebellious, confident, and outgoing, I would say.
Okay.
She's very, rebellious, confident, and outgoing. She, like, for her rebellious side, you'll see, like you've probably already seen in the show, but, you'll see it. And for the confidence, you've definitely seen it in season 1.
Of course.
And for the outgoing, she's just, like, really, like, nice. Like, she can be, like, nice sometimes.
Totally. The first episode of season 2, when she was talking about Eddie as her friend, right?
Yeah,
kind of sticking
like,
up for
sure.
him.
It's like you see that, and you see a little bit of a change.
Love it. So I know that you've done, or at least from what I understand, you've done some theater in the past. Is that true? A little bit?
Yeah, a little bit,
yeah. And you've done some work with drama, comedy. Do you have a preference in any of those?
Drama or comedy? Well, see, I'm on a comedy show, so it's like, I love comedy, and I love comedy. I love making people laugh, so that's like, it's really fun doing that. But I also love the change of drama. Like, I love getting serious on, like, a television show or a movie. Like, I love dramas. It's really, really awesome.
Cool.
It's a challenge for both. So it's like, it's a challenge changing from like what you're doing all the time, like comedy, to change to a drama.
Right.
But I love it.
That seems like it would be tough to go back and forth.
Yeah, but I don't know. It's really fun.
Yeah, I'm sure you learn a ton from it. So, speaking of that, though, you, in addition to Fresh Off the Boat, you're in an upcoming film with James Franco, right?
Yes.
Which is
Memoria.
so rad. And I saw it on the lineup for Austin Film Festival this fall.
Yeah.
Can you tell us a little bit about the movie and just what it was like to work with him?
Yeah. It was amazing working with him. It was so much fun. It was such an amazing experience, and I was 11 at the time,
Okay.
and I was supposed to be playing what my age is now, 14-year-old. So, and all my fellow cast was a lot older than me, and it was definitely a challenge, like getting to the place where I needed to get to. But it was such an amazing experience, and I learned so much from it. And it's like I'm always going to remember like the time filming. It was so much fun.
So I know that, this was a few years ago, but how did you prepare for that, especially when you were 11?
Yeah, I don't know. I have a really good acting coach, and she definitely got me to the place where I needed to get to. But I mean, my mom and dad, like, they really supported me in the whole thing, because it was like, it's a really intense role that I had to do, like, for an 11-year-old.
Yeah.
Like for now, if it was me doing it, I think I could have like done it like a little bit more by myself, and I could have taken the ground more. But since I was 11, like I didn't know what any of the stuff meant. I didn't know anything. So definitely my mom and dad like for sure helped me on that. But it was a really fun thing to do. I loved it.
Nice. So I know you're a big Steven Spielberg fan and Drew Barrymore, who I adore. So is there anyone else who you might want to work with? Because I'm sure you would love to work with them, but...
I would love to work with them. That'd be a dream come true, but
or just other people you admire in the industry.
Yeah. I don't know.
You like so many people.
I like so many people.
I kind of stole your top ones. I am sorry.
Yeah, I mean, I don't really know.
Think about comedians that you really love. Think about a female.
Oh, okay. I'd love to work with Tina Fey. I'd love to work with Tina Fey. And Amy Poehler. I'd love to work with both of them.
They're
kind of like a duo. So does that count as one?
Oh, totally. Why not?
I love them both so much. Like they're so amazing.
Think of maybe a dramatic actor.
So Tina Fey and Amy Poehler, I'd definitely love to work with them. Drama. Oh, Anne Hathaway. I'd love to work with Anne Hathaway.
Yeah.
Oh my God, Meryl Streep. I'd love to.
That
work
was
with
a definite. Okay, so Meryl, she's wonderful.
Yeah.
So, and this might answer the next question, but people you get starstruck over. I think I heard that you saw Drew Barrymore like getting ice cream or something.
I did. Oh my gosh. Yeah, I was in Largemont and I was getting Salt and Straw. That's a ice cream place, and she was like there, and I was like, oh my gosh. I was like, that is Drew Barrymore, and I was like getting my ice cream. Oh my God, it was amazing.
Did you say anything to her?
I didn't say anything to her, but she was right there behind me. But she was like, "Is this ice cream good?" And I was like, I didn't even think it was like her.
You
and then
couldn't
I
even
realized
talk.
afterwards, I was like, "Yeah, it's really good." And I was like, "Wait, hold on." I was like, "That's Drew Barrymore."
That's an awesome story.
Yeah.
So you have thousands of followers on Instagram and Twitter. So I imagine people recognize you more and more. What's that like?
What's it like? It was really crazy at first because I was like, I didn't realize that people knew who I was. I was like, wait, you know who I am? I was like, okay. But I've sort of gotten used to it by now. People coming up to me and saying can I have a photo? I love you on the show. But it's really it's fun. Just the experience of it all. Just knowing that this is what you're doing and this is part of the whole package. But I really enjoy it, and it's fun to know that people watch the show and how much they love my character or other characters. And I don't know, it's just really fun.
And speaking of that, and people kind of keeping in touch with you and your character on Twitter, people can follow you at just your name, right?
Yeah, Luna Blaise.
Yep, and you do some live tweeting.
I do.
Yes, and it's #LunaGab, is that correct?
Yes, it is #LunaGab.
Very fun. So people should check that out. And I was looking at your Twitter, and I saw that you met Jodie Sweetin from Full House.
I did
That's
meet Jodie
so
Sweetin.
Rad. What was that like? Because you used to, you watched that.
Yeah, I love Full House. My mom, she
I've met her a few times.
Yeah, yes. My mom has met Jodie a few times, and so they're
Facebook friends.
Yeah, they're friends basically. So my mom was like, "Let me introduce you to Jodie." So I was like, "Okay." So I met her, and I was like, "Oh my god, this is so awesome!" And I don't know, I'm just a humongous fan of Full House. I love it, and I can't wait for Fuller House.
Oh my gosh, me too. I'm with you. So speaking of that, I feel like Full House and your show, super great shows to binge watch when you want to catch up on seasons. Do you have any favorite shows that you like to binge watch?
Grey's Anatomy.
Oh, the best.
Yes.
The best.
Grey's Anatomy is my favorite show of all time. I named my fish after George O'Malley.
Oh.
My fish's name is George, and I'm just a humongous fan of Grey's Anatomy. My dream is to guest star on Grey's Anatomy. If I had the chance to go on any show, it would be Grey's Anatomy.
I want that for you. I want that for you so bad. Oh, I would love it. That's the best. Okay, so I know that both your parents are in the entertainment industry, and you've been a part of it since you were little, about 5 years old. And so you've been working for a good chunk of your life. When you're not working, and I know you love it, so it's maybe not always feels like work to you, but when you're not acting, what kinds of things do you do for fun?
Well, since I'm a teenager, I love doing the normal things teenagers do, binge watch shows all the time. I don't know, hang out with friends a lot, go to the beach. I love going to the beach. I don't know, just hanging out with friends mostly.
And you do ballet as well, is that right?
I do. I just came from a ballet class, actually.
Oh, awesome.
I did. Yeah, I love baseball.
I saw your interview with MLB. That was so cool.
Huge fan of baseball. Oh my god, I love it.
Very cool. So we watched the season 2 premiere of Fresh Off the Boat, and we can't wait for more, obviously. And I'm sure you can't reveal too much, but is there anything you can share with us of what we can expect, or just kind of a, I don't know.
Yeah, you can definitely expect some changes, but they're really awesome changes. And I don't know, the show is just it's becoming into this huge, amazing mesh of amazingness. Yeah. It's just a really fun thing to do, and it's hilarious.
Oh my gosh.
And just everyone a part of the show, it's everyone a part of the show that's in front of the camera, behind the camera, the writers, the crew, everybody involved with our show has made it to where it is now. So it's we wouldn't be anywhere without them, and it's a really amazing thing. But yeah, just expect some really great things coming on the first season too.
I love that. Okay, last question.
Okay.
So if anyone hasn't watched the show yet for whatever reason, and they really need to give it a chance, but what would you say to them? What's one thing you want people to know about the show?
One thing I want people to know about the show. I don't know.
It brings up some pretty key topics to discuss in a really different way.
Yeah, I think everybody can relate to the show. Even if you're not Asian, you can definitely relate to the show because it's a family. It's family going through everything a family goes through, meeting new friends and just going through the whole entire family moving thing. So I definitely think every type of ethnicity or any type of person can relate to it, and it's basically just the journey of life going through the show. But yeah, if you watch the show, just be ready to be crying laughing. You're going to be like rolling around. It's so funny.
So
it's
good.
hilarious.
So when you watch the show, is there anyone that you just like you think is so hilarious character wise?
It's really funny because like when I get the scripts, I die laughing. Like I'm just laughing like with the scripts, even if it's not my line, I'm just laughing. But Constance, oh my God, she's hilarious. She's so funny. It's like it's crazy just the way she like brings everything to like this. Yeah, and her and Randall like together is hilarious. All the kids on the show are hilarious. I just think Chelsea. Chelsea, my mom, was on. But I love working with Chelsea. Like when me and Chelsea do scenes together, I definitely love that because it's like you'll definitely see some changes in season 2, but it's like seeing everything just like the way me and Chelsea are with each other.
Hilarious.
It's really
Those
fun.
are some of my favorite scenes, you two together. So I love it.
Oh, thank you. Yeah, it's really fun. I love it.
Very cool. Well, Luna, thank you so much. We're so grateful. We know you're super busy, so I appreciate it a ton.
Yeah, of course. No problem.